Okay.
What does it mean to be? What is the fundamental nature of existence? What differentiates existence from non-existence? These questions are absolutely central to the study of philosophy. And what's left of philosophy, after all else is stripped away, is ontology, or the study of being, becoming, and what it means for something to exist. Great minds throughout history have attempted to answer these questions. Parmenides believed that everything always was and always will be, and a thing exists if it may be thought of or possessed. Plato, in following with his theory of forms, believed that all existing things take part in the fundamental form, being, to which there is an opposite form, non-being. Descartes famously said, "I think, therefore I am," from which comes the idea that all I can know for certain to exist is myself. Far more compelling than any of these, however, is the position taken by William James, who stated, "From nothing to being, there's no logical bridge." This takes into account something that none of the previous philosophers I mentioned does, which is the inability for human beings to conceptualize our own non-existence. Now, rather than attempting to answer these age-old questions of existence, I will try to answer the question, why should we even care about these questions? If we're fundamentally not able to create a logical bridge between nothing to being, why should we try? The writer Albert Camus asked a somewhat similar question, but with much higher stakes. He asked, why shouldn't I commit suicide? We might need some background as to why he might have wanted to ask that question to begin with. Camus believed that man's natural desire for order and unity, when confronted with the ultimately unreasonable nature of the universe, results in the absurdity of the human condition and the pointlessness of life. To answer his question, Camus looked into the ancient Greek myth of Sisyphus. The myth goes like this. After a number of run-ins with the gods, Sisyphus is punished with the task of pushing a boulder up a large hill, only to have it roll back down once he reaches the top. He then repeats this over and over and over again for all of eternity. Camus saw the punishment of Sisyphus as being analogous to the human condition, seeing life as being just as futile as pushing the boulder up the hill. However, Camus does not see the futility of life as a reason to end it. He states that the lucidity that was to constitute his torture at the same time crowns his victory. There is no fate that cannot be surmounted by scorn, and his fate belongs to him. The man who asks, what does it mean to exist, faces the same problem as Sisyphus, and shares the same solution. To meet the futility of his endeavor with vigor and take control of his fate through his awareness of it. Mankind, though it does not have the capacity to comprehend the true nature of existence, continues to try because the struggle to answer those questions is enough to make us content as long as we accept its futility. As Camus concludes that we must imagine Sisyphus happy, we must also be happy with our failed attempts to overcome ignorance.